everyone, welcome back to Stitched Pixels Flosstube number 5. It is currently Friday, June 8th, about almost 5 o'clock in the afternoon, so by the time you guys see this, probably Saturday morning. Hope everyone had a good week. It's been a week and a half since I gave you guys an update. Only day off I've had to find time to record. So this week we're gonna go over some whips, some hauls, some finishes. I have a few FFOs, and I have some shoutouts and some games I'd like to talk about. Since other people like to discuss the books they've read, I'm not a reader. I do not enjoy reading books very much. I'll listen to them, but no, not a reader. University kind of beat that out of me, having to read 500-page textbooks. I don't read anymore. So first up, let's do haul, because that was super exciting. I love getting mail. Most annoying thing though, the envelope says do not bend, and then the postman still folds it up and puts it in your mailbox. What's up with that? It says do not bend. Guess it's better than them leaving it unassuming on my doorstep where anyone could steal it, but yeah, hates Canada Post. So first order I got, I think this was a day or two after my last video, was an order from a little company called Thread and Needle. Just seeing here if I have their business card. I do not. Ooh, unexpected segment. Let's meet a cat. This little one right here, this is Robin. She is going to be 9 years old in August, and she is the only cat I have that I have had since she was a kitten. I got her when she was 5 or 6 weeks old. It was out in Elliott Lake, just a small community in Ontario. And apparently they had had several dozen kittens just dropped off in front of their shelter over the weekend. So they were 1 for $50, 2 for $75, and you got your money back as soon as you gave them the receipt that you got the cat fixed. I never went back drove all the way to Elliott Lake for 50 bucks, but got her as a baby, and so she's super snuggly and super lovey, and you can do anything with her and she doesn't really care. But when she wants attention, she wants attention. When she was a kitten, I used to let her sleep on the desk between my arms while I was playing computer games, so now she thinks like that's what she gets to do all the time. Another medical cost cat, a few years ago, she got what is called fatty liver. What we think happened is she got a severely bad cold, couldn't smell, so she wasn't eating. Cats their hunger is driven by their sense of smell apparently, so she got all stuffed up, couldn't breathe, couldn't smell, so she lost her appetite. And certain cats, when they start losing weight, fat builds up in their liver, which causes them to lose their appetite even more, and it cycles. So she was down to about 5 pounds, and like she's at least 12 now, fat little thing. She had to have a feeding tube inserted into her throat, just through the side of her neck. I think it was actually on this side closer to me. And we had to force feed her with a syringe for about a month with this super high calorie food until the process reversed itself enough to get her appetite back. And the first time I saw her eat, I like started bawling because my kitten was gonna be okay, even though she's not a kitten. She'd probably sit here the whole video if we let her. She's super furry, so yeah, I'm gonna be covered in black and white. But this is my baby girl. She's a wonderful little cat, very, very social. She's the only cat that all the other cats like. Everybody loves her. Some of my other cats don't get along too great. Hope and Bella can't even be within 3 feet of each other. I think it's a jealousy issue with Bella because Hope's young, Bella's old, you know. But no, everybody loves Robin. So we'll put her down. We'll get back to our regular scheduled programming, because this is Flosstube, not cat tube. Lovely little one. Down you go. So, starting after my Canada Post rant, I do not have the business card, but I'll link everything on my blog. This was from Thread and Needle. They were the only one who had this in stock. I have since gotten a message from 123 Stitch. They have it in stock now, but this is Kitty String Lizzie Kate. I find it's a super cute companion piece to the cat lessons for people, so I thought that it has like the same cat and a lot of the similar motifs. So I thought it would go super cute with cat lessons hanging up, probably near the cat stuff downstairs, which, considering most of my house is cat stuff, we have a Costco membership for the cats. And then up next, I really liked the I Drive a Stick one I started for Stitch Mania. Sorry, itchy nose cat door. This was the thing that got folded a little bit. It seems it'll be okay, but a little annoyed. I got Moonstruck. It's another Mill Hill Kit button one. It's super cute. It's really dark though, but there's a cute little bird button up in the tree. And I really like the cat. Well, obviously I love cats. So I got those two together because I wasn't going to pay $10 shipping on a $5 chart, plus the exchange rate and plus the fees that Visa charges me for the exchange rate. So always order more than one thing. Then I got my order from 123 Stitch, which I talked about last time. So I got 3 pieces of Picture This Plus fabric. I order all my Picture This Plus from 123 Stitch. I haven't found anything I wanted that wasn't available through them. And I like the shipping times better. If I wanted something, if I really, really wanted something, I'd buy it direct from Picture This Plus. So I got 17 by 26. That's what, fat half, quarter, 8? I don't know. Someone let me know. I got a piece of 17 by 26, 18 count earthen for the Satsuma Streets. Oh, here's another cat. Hope, don't knock that camera over. Cat butt off the screen. We'll introduce you to that one another week. We already did Meet My Cat. I got this one for the 2 Satsuma Street cats I purchased last week and showed in my video. So it's pieces big enough for both. Probably have some left over too. It's just a nice neutral since the colors were so bright and cheerful in the charts. I went with something kind of calm. All my colors are picked by my boyfriend. He does my colors. I narrowed down to 1 or 2 I would like, and then he makes the final decision. Then I am using this one for kitty string. This is, excuse me, I think I might be allergic to her. 18 count jade, 13 by 17. This is for kitty string. It's long enough, it's almost twice as wide as it needs to be, but that's fine. I think I kind of like the bottom half better, but we'll see when I go to start that. And then the last one I got was a piece of jazz. Again, Picture This Plus, it's an 8 by 12. Mostly blue, a little bit of purple. And I am going to use this for the Final Fantasy VII Clouds Factory. As it stands, I think that's going to be my birthday start later this month. Only person said, who gave a comment about that, said start that one. So far it's in the lead. If you want to see me start something else, feel free to comment, leave an opinion. I'm willing to start anything right now, as long as I have the materials for it. I have dozens of charts and a bunch of fabrics, so we'll see how that goes. Up next, yeah, that's all my purchases. I also ordered a Hey Diamond painting kit. I know a lot of people are getting into it. I ordered from July Diamond on AliExpress. Cost $23 US, so I got charged $30 for it, which is pretty good considering it's 50 by 50 centimeters. So probably about 1.5 by 1.5. It's one of the Jasmine Beckett Griffith Faces of Fairy. The Ninja Dragonlings, she has zooms in of both of their faces, so I'm gonna do both of those to go with the big cross stitch I'm doing, or going to do one day. So hopefully that should be here in the next 2 months at some point, but it's already shipped, so here's hoping, but I'm not holding my breath on getting it anytime soon. But in the meantime, I will continue to plug away at my chameleon. I've gotten a few diagonals done, and then I kind of just said, screw the diagonals, and I'm just kind of filling in one color at a time up until where I have it folded. So sparkly. yeah, so it's turning out nice, and considering it was like a $10 kit, I'm not really expecting much of it, but it's cute. It's really pixelated because it's so tiny, but I'm not going to spend, well, 30 bucks really wasn't even that bad. But some people spend $150 on a diamond painting kit for Hayden, plus the cost of the chart too, so just something cheap to see if I actually like diamond painting or not, and I really enjoy it. I don't think it's going to be something I do a lot, but a few nights I had half an hour to do something before I went to bed, and I really just didn't feel like pulling out something massive. So I just yanked out my little diamond painting, put down a few of the little diamonds, drills, resins, don't know what people call them. I've heard them called all those things. Oh look, do we want to see another cat? Hammy. This little guy, no, he's not gonna, okay, Simon, down, down. Okay, he was about to knock the camera, that's why he had to go off the desk. Oh yes, and one of the other floss tubers I watch, Squishy Stitches, she's another newer floss tuber. She showed her Mandala Madness, which is a crochet along blanket, similar to a stitch along, only they release so many rounds of the pattern every so often. This is started maybe 2-3 years ago. I started when it started, but this blanket is gonna literally be 8 feet across, so it takes a lot of work, and I haven't touched it in over a year. But Squishy, this is for you. Here's my mandala. It's done in Karen Simply Soft, I want to say 4.5 millimeter hook. I'm following the colorway given by the designer, only I just picked my own color. So whenever she changes to color A, I change to color A, just my color A is not her color A. Because some of those kits were like $300 to order, which wasn't something I was willing to put in on a mystery blanket. Because you don't know what the final thing looks like until you're done. Well, you can find pictures of it. It's called Mandala Madness by Helen Shrimpton. So if you're a crocheter and want a massive, insane project, and also Esther from It's All in a Nutshell has video tutorials, so if you're a beginner crocheter or not great at reading patterns, she goes through the entire pattern step by step with you on camera. So there we go, 2 crochet shoutouts on my floss tube. Few other people I've been watching. Cross Stitch Chaos, she hasn't done a video in a while, but she came across my recommendations. I clicked on her newest video, and I enjoyed watching her. She's working on some Hades. Big Harry Potter fan, and her work is just lovely. I already mentioned Squishy Stitches. She's very similar to me, and she's a little nerdy. She's got purple hair. It is purple. Really, really grown out, but it is purple. Used to be really bright purple, but, you know, things fade. This is from August, so that's how much my hair has grown in like 9 months. And that's why I can't dye my hair. I have no upkeep ability. So I just get all rooty. And now it's to the point where it looks like I just got my tips done. So Squishy Stitches, very similar to me. She's doing some Hades. She's doing the Evolutions project, I believe, in Mini. On a very high count. It's tiny and it's cute. Pam and Steph, just keep stitching. How have I not seen them yet? They are hilarious. I watch them and I can't actually do anything. Oh, there's another cat. I can't actually do anything while I watch them because I'm just laughing the entire video and can't get anything done. This is Hammy. It's Simon, that's our little guy. He's being camera shy. Maybe we'll get him next week. He doesn't like to be held though, so might have to insert a video of him. And then also I watched Crafty 1 Cent Penny. Pretty cute name. I didn't get it at first until someone pointed it out. Crafty Penny, Crafty 1 Cent. She's a new cross stitcher doing Flosstube, so she has tons of questions, and it's really interesting to watch her experiment and try to figure out her style and what she likes. Okay, looks like we'll have a ham behind us. He's probably just gonna curl up and fall asleep or clean himself. One of the two, or get into trouble, because he's not supposed to be up there. Hammy, down please, little dude. Don't even. Come on, Simon. If you're gonna be up there, be good. No knocking all my stuff over. Okay, he's playing with the stapler, that's fine. So yeah, new cross-stitcher. So it's really fun to see what she's gonna come up with and kind of watch her as she gets a style and figures out what she likes and doesn't like. Because a lot of us are experienced stitchers, so it's nice to see someone who's just getting to know how they are with cross-stitching. Covered all that. Next up, I've been gaming a little bit. I want to game more, but cross-stitching is so fun. Why would you want to do anything else, right? A new game is out called Vampire. It's by the same people who did Remember Me. This might be all gibberish to you, so skip 3-4 minutes if you don't care less about video games. It's a full price title, so that in Canada translates to $80 for a game. Which I have no problem with, but if I'm not gaming, I don't really want to spend the money on a full price title. I bought Shadow of War last year for $120, and I still haven't touched it, and now I could pick it up for $40. So I have to prove to myself I'm going to play video games before I buy another brand new full price title. Now when things go on sale for $5, hey, I snatch all those up. I'm investing in my future. So this month I played some Monster Hunter with my boyfriend. We do all our gaming on Xbox and or PC. We play WoW on PC because that's the only place you can play WoW. I actually let my subs slide. We do tokens. We don't pay cash. We pay in-game currency. And I just wasn't playing all that much to really justify the token. I will go back in August when the new expansion comes out. I might even go back before then. I'm not sure, but I just wasn't really in the mood to play, so no point paying for game time if you're not playing the game consistently. And then this morning, I finished up Life is Strange Before the Storm. It's the sequel to Life is Strange, but it's the story of the events that occur before the game, with one of the main characters and the missing girl. Part of the mystery of the main game, the first game, is Rachel Amber is missing, and everyone's kind of thinks she ran away. And so that story kind of evolves throughout, but this is a story of Chloe and Rachel before the events of Rachel's disappearance. Real emotional roller coaster. I cried a lot. It's more of a story game than an action game. You make decisions, decide how you want your characters to act and behave, and the story changes based on how you behave. Just two teenage girls in high school trying to kind of figure things out. I enjoyed it. Not as good as the first game, but, you know, for a sequel made by a different company. It was enjoyable. It clocked in at maybe 6 hours for all 3 episodes, so not a massive time crunch. And there we go, I hit my 3 minutes. So anybody who was skipping that, welcome back. Let's go over my finishes. Yes, let's look at finishes. Getting crazy this week. So first up, first week of the month is my Sal week. So I did my mermaid. This is another PG one, so I won't read it out loud, but feel free to read it yourself. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest blank of them all? Nice and sparkly again. I love doing the back stitching on the tail. Am I a weird one that actually likes back stitching? Back stitching with Krennic, not so much, but back stitching is beautiful. And some bead swirlies. Absolutely loved working on her. Took me about 3-4 days to get her done. Got a bead necklace, a bead bracelet. A lot of people are saying her little mirror seashell looks like a phone. So a lot of people are changing the captions. If you go to the Peacock and Fig Facebook group, there's tons of, if you're working on this, there's tons of different variations on the sayings for all 3 of them. People are coming up with some really creative stuff. And then I have 2 FFOs. If you follow me on Instagram, you've probably already seen these. But these are Stitcherista style canvas finishes. They're nowhere near as awesome as hers, but hey, for a first time, hello May. And dingbat me. I did these on 18 count. Not big enough for all 3 buttons. So I picked 3. I picked the 2 fancy ones and then one of the plain ones. So going forward, I think I might squish 4 in on some if they're small, but that flower is humongous. So I could only fit the 3 buttons in there nicely. So I'm gonna go with 3 or 4 from now on. So I'm gonna have some leftover buttons at the end, which I'll find something for. So just scrapbook paper, felt, scrapbook paper, and then I mounted the cross stitch on mat board. I'm just learning how to use a rotary cutter, so it's not all that straight. And my staple gun is like crazy strong. So my staples aren't all the way in, you won't be able to see. But I wasn't holding the gun strong enough, like, it takes 2 hands to operate, it's one of my dad's. So it's for like heavy duty, you know, woodworking and whatnot. So I was complaining to him about it, and he's like, well, that's the only one you can have, so I'm gonna go buy my own. And here's Hello June. Again, I did the seahorse, the star. I could have fit 4 in this one, but I like the seahorse in the middle and I like it balanced, so just did 3 there. So again, scrapbook paper, felt, scrapbook paper, and mounted on mat board. I know it's not straight, but it's only in my house, and who's gonna complain about my not straight stuff in my own house? You wanna complain, you can go somewhere else. Oh, and some other little bit of haul. I got the July buttons from 123 Stitch. So I'm changing my July. Oh, it's a little furry because cats were up here. So this is Hello July. Now it's July was in red, the hello was in blue, and then the border was in gray. I found that a little too USA. So I'm switching it to red, gray, and then I'm gonna do a border in white. And I am leaving out the USA button. I'm Canadian. Nothing against USA, but I don't need my Hello July to look like Happy 4th of July. It's Happy Canada Day. So I'm probably gonna use the bluebird and the 2 red buttons, or the little blackbird or whatever he is, for July, since I only have room for 3 buttons anyway. Oh. That's whips. Up next, I worked on my temperature garden. So, got a few more flowers done. These videos are a great way to make me actually work on this, because I write down my weight every day, but I never get around to stitching it, because I don't want to do just 1 petal at a time. So wait till I have a few flowers. So I always catch this up the day of, or the day before I record. So there we go. This flower is the end of May. And then I got a flower and a bit of June going. So lots of white and blue, which means my weight is either staying the same or going down. I think I'm down 4.5 pounds since the beginning of May, which isn't a lot, but it's consistent. Because I can lose a lot of weight in a few weeks, but then I get bored of it and then I just bounce right back up to my old weight. So I would rather see slow, consistent progress than big progress and then completely lose it after that. Then, up next was cat lessons. I've been showing this one on Instagram, and I think I posted it on Stitch Mania, and you have no idea how many people have asked me for this pattern once I was done. I didn't realize it was so hard to find. I only bought it in April, so I didn't realize it was so hard to come by. Honestly, if you want this pattern, I have no idea when I'm even going to finish this, because my rotation is over, and I probably won't touch it until next year again. And even if I do, this is one that I'd probably stitch again, because I know a lot of cat people. Most of my coworkers are cat ladies. But here it is. Everything above the cat is finished. And then I'm working on the cat line and the line below. And since I was all caught up, all caught up. Great choice of words. I was to the end of this phrase. I did the milk, finished up most of the white, and then I got a little fishbowl down here, and most of it's just words left, so got close to getting it done, but I didn't end up actually having very much stitching time yesterday. I could have made another good chunk done, but I ended up spending the day finishing up the Hello May and Hello June after work instead of stitching. Well, I stitched a little at work on my break, but beyond that, I didn't do much yesterday. It was also my dad's birthday and my parents' anniversary. Yeah, they got married on his birthday, so he would never forget their anniversary. So he got his car. He absolutely loved it. And he's bringing it to the coffee shop to show all his buddies the cross stitch of his car. And my mom's like freaking out, like, you never showed me that. I'm like, watch my Flosstube. She's like, I did. I clicked through it real quick. I'm like, yeah, that's not watching it. So even my mom doesn't watch me. Which brings me to, I am freaking amazed. I have 70 subscribers. Wow, 70 people want to see what I'm working on. That is absolutely overwhelming. I thought really my only subscriber would have been my mom and my boyfriend, who I forced to subscribe, and he doesn't even watch my stuff. And he's looking at me making a funny face because he's right in the room. Now he's sticking his tongue out at me. Don't maybe turn this camera around. Yeah, that stopped him. He's shy. He won't even order a pizza, let alone show up on Flosstube. Yeah, so I have 70 subscribers. That's insane. Really, I thought I was gonna get 2, maybe 3. So thank you so much to this community for the support. I'm actually finding so many people that I have so much in common with. Another thing, in August, I'm sure all of you watched The Stitching Mommy. She's doing a arbitrary August is what people suggested and she decided on. So every day in August, I'm personally going to use probably random number generator. I'm going to number all my whips and just hit the generator, and I'm going to work on 31 different whips in August. Kind of like Mania, but less stressful because you don't actually have to start anything. I might have one start thrown in there. If I get that number, I'll start it. But I don't know. Might just do all whips. Maybe all whips 1 start. Maybe on like the 6th or something. Random number. Or no, maybe 26th. My birthday is the 26th of June. So maybe August 26th. Oh no, that's my mom's birthday. Probably work on her project. Oh, just thinking out loud here. We'll figure it out and I'll have more concrete plans. I'm also thinking I might do the World Cup stitch along on Stitch Mania, but I'm undecided. I'll have to check out what the challenges are and if I actually have whips that'll go with them. I was kind of hoping to do a lot on full coverage this month because today is the 8th, so I was finished with my small stuff yesterday. So the only small project I'm working on now is going to be my Hello hands-on design. Hello there. And that's my lunch project at work. I don't work on that at all at home except for the finishing stuff. It just comes to work in a little baggie with me and I work on it on my lunches. So it's all full coverage from here on out. My rotation is 1,000 stitches on Pokemon, and then 1,000 stitches on something else, back to Pokemon, then something else. Up next on my list, let's see here. So I worked, oh, I forgot a whip. Evolutions. Look at that. I almost let you guys go. So I'm doing color by color, starting with the smallest number of stitches. So this is like confetti heaven, if you love confetti. It's hard to see anything of any substance, but I've stitched the whole thing. I don't want to unroll it all, but this is where the majority of the work has been. This is Leafeon, and that's like 20-something shades of green there. Max color. Absolutely lovely. Yeah, let's see. I got stats on this. The last time you saw it, I had 18 colors done. I now have 35 colors done. And that's out of 239, I want to say. 200 and something. It's a max color shade. So yeah, sorry. 18 count. White. It's going to be massive. If you've seen the pictures on Instagram, it's like half the size of my bathroom door because that's where I hang it up to take pictures so you can see the whole thing. Yeah, I totally forgot about that. Back onto rotation. So I'm going to do about 1,000 stitches on Pokemon. I'm off today, so I actually might get that in today. Who knows? Then up next is going to be my Middle-earth map, so you'll see that next video. Then I have No Smoking and Ulduar. I might get those 2 in as well. So I'm going to do Pokemon, Middle-earth, Pokemon, No Smoking, Pokemon, Ulduar. And we'll see how that pans out. I might get further, I might not get up to Ulduar by my next video. I don't even know when my next day off is. But I generally plan to record on my days off because I actually have the time, and with having to fight with my computer to even get it to transfer to my computer, I need the day off. I don't want to rush through it. I guess I could always record and upload the next day. Thoughts to think on. So that's everything. I want to thank everyone again for liking and subscribing to my videos. I love the comments. I try to reply to absolutely everybody. But I do work a lot of the time, and cell phone reception for some odd reason isn't great at my job too. So I don't always get to the messages right away, but I do like to reply to everybody and respond, or at least leave your comment with a like. Again, I've loved this community. I've been meeting so many interesting and amazing stitchers, and so many people I have so much in common with, as far as the video games and the crochet and just the kind of geeky nature in general, and when everyone loves cats, apparently. I've ran into so many people that are kitten stitcher, cat stitcher, cat breeders. Like, it's amazing in here, out there, on here. So yeah, just rambling now. We're at a little over half an hour. Thank you everyone for stopping by, checking out what I'm working on, and I'll see you guys in about a week to 2 weeks with some more progress. Have a great stitchy weekend. Bye.